Good afternoon, boys and girls. Hey, you say, I fixed the other board. Well, have a balls. No, I just got bored and swapped the board from Coronation Street into the Italian job to see how it was working, and glad I did because it is mint. Well, a couple of bulbs out. Wheels are perfect. Gameplay is perfect. This one even takes coins. It's got a £2 coin instead of a lot. No, but what we do need to look at now, this machine came with 2 limbs in it for a start. Removed that. And you can see why they replaced that, but I don't know why Maygay Techs or Arcade Techs leave the old limbs in the machine. It makes it a hell of a bloody confusing. Anyway, wee bit dark. I'll put a light on, I think. Never enough light in these places. Called kitchens. Anyways, let me just say there, that's the board that was an Italian job. That's camera doesn't focus perfectly, but you can see the various battery damage there. I don't know if I can. Can't focus on it any. Not to worry. You can see the battery damage there. You can see we've cleaned all that up. We've cleaned it there. I've only got power and program card plugged in there, and it should give you some. You should get the reset should go off. 12 volts should come on, but and you would get system error. And some of these lights would do it, say meters are disconnected. No 12V. Whatever that is, I think that's something to do with the meters as well. But I'll show you what it does at the minute. Just to make sure it's unplugged. All you get at the minute is this. Not got it switched on. 2 seconds. Right. Let's try that again. See? This is what you get at the minute. You can see just very gently reset his pulse in there. For a while it was flashing the 12V on and off, but it isn't now. Something else has failed in the board as well, which is to be expected with all the battery damage it's had. But anyways, back in the day, Maygay technicians were walking around with this. It's a Maygay Technical manual, which is about as useful as petrol is for putting out fires. So I'll tell you exactly what you do with this. In the bin. Do this instead. You use the Mecha resources, and maybe a couple of pages out of that emergency toilet paper over there, and make your own. And that's what I've done today. Got board picture, chip locations on the board, and I've got the schematics there. You see things nice and clearly. This camera is really bad for focusing, but not to worry. You see there snippets. And what I also did was I printed out snippets. Power supply. You see there the reset side. It's more to do with the reset. That's to do with the 8051, which I will look at later. In fact, that is, what's that one again? That's 8279, sorry, that's 8051. Game card slot, so you can see what all the lines are. And just for good measure, I printed out the M1B ones as well. I really wish this camera would focus better. And there's some important information from. Sorry, I took some important information from the Maygay Technical manual. The only bits that are any use are the error diagnosis and here, which is the wire assignments and diagram as well. But having a hard copy like that is going to make it so much easier for me to sort these machines out because I don't want to be jumping back and forth to the laptop all the time. So that's the first part of what I was doing completed. Now what I need to do is make some sort of addition to this board so that the reset doesn't matter, because the Maygay watchdog is an absolute bastard. If that board has any faults in it whatsoever, it just will not start up. And I have to get around that because there's no way you can test the board if it's not coming up at all. You need to see